Hello, everyone. This is Minister William, or Reverend Will if you wish, and this is the sermon for September 4th, 2022. And as always, we'll start with a moment of silence for prayer, meditation, or what have you. Okay, thank you. Today's sermon will be called The Triple Filter Test. I picked this because I actually read this elsewhere earlier today, and I thought it sounded good. Socrates was a Greek philosopher known for his great knowledge and wisdom. One day, an apprentice of his met the wise man and said, "I just heard something about your friend. Do you want to know about it?" To which Socrates replied calmly, "Before you talk to me about my friend, it might be a good idea to test the importance of what you're going to say. Let it pass through the triple filter test. The first filter of your information is truth. Are you absolutely sure that whatever you are about to tell me about my friend is true?" "Well, no," the man said. "I just heard about it from somewhere." "All right. So you're unsure of the truthfulness of the statement you are about to make. Now let's try the second filter, the filter of goodness. Is what you are about to tell me a good thing?" said Socrates. No," answered the man softly. "So what you want to tell me is something bad about my friend which you're not certain is true. You failed the first two tests, but you may still pass the test if you pass the final filter, the filter of usefulness. Is what you want to tell me good, going to be useful to me?" "No, not really," replied the man shamefully. "Well, if what you want to tell me is neither true, good, or even useful, why waste your time to tell me at all?" concluded Socrates. "Although there is nothing wrong with talking about other people, it is what we talk about them that matters. It is so easy to fall into the pattern of unconscious criticism, doubt, and misunderstanding while involving oneself in a conversation about a third party. This short story of the great Greek philosopher Socrates could help us make a better judgment about the information that we consume every day. The triple filter test can act as a very useful tool for blocking all the information that is not important in our lives. Speak only when you feel your words are better than your silence." Basically, this story is talking against being a gossip. You know, people gossip, they'll just say anything they hear and they talk about it like it's truth. It doesn't matter if it is or not. So if you hear gossip, just ask yourself, is it true? Do you know if it's true or not? Do you know if it is good or not? And what usefulness is it to you or anyone else to spread it around? Once you can answer all of those, you'll know whether you should continue to spread the gossip along. There are too many people who talk about others behind their back, and it turns out what's being said is a lie, and it doesn't help anybody. All it does is make the person who's being talked about makes their life worse. On another note, unfortunately, there have been a group of street preachers um, in my city, Fort Myers. I have seen these groups quite a few times. They come to events and they shout at everyone, and all they do is stand there and say, "You're going to hell, you're going to hell, you're going to hell, you're going to hell." And they pretty much tell them to stop having fun and stop doing whatever they're doing. Um, a few years ago, there was a charity event here called ZombieCon where they got someone killed. And they paid no repercussions for it. The event was blamed and was shut down, and they were raising food for the homeless. And for the past month or two, either the former ones who got ZombieCon shut down, named Team Jesus Preachers, or some other group of street preachers, have been going from business to business with megaphones, yelling at patrons until everyone vacates the businesses. The businesses are starting to lose money, and they are worried about having to shut down. They're starting to, because of these groups yelling and driving off all their patrons, they are starting to lose money, and and if it keeps up, they might have to close. There are people who live downtown who can hear these people shouting over a megaphone in their house. They could be sitting in their living room with the windows closed and still hear these people. The cops refuse to do anything, because these groups call themselves Christians. So they are getting a free pass of disturbing the peace. If they were playing music and blaring music and disturbing people inside their own homes, or driving businesses, patrons from businesses, the cops would have arrested them. But they can't, but the cops refuse, because they say it's illegal to um, arrest a Christian for disturbing the peace, because they use the freedom of speech thing. When all they're actually doing is disturbing the thing. Once they clear out one business, they move to the next one and start yelling at the patrons there. The the residents downtown and the businesses downtown have complained, but the 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 law cops and judges and everyone they was that reports to and complained to, pretty much told them they're up shit creek, and they refuse to do anything. If the businesses go under, the business will go under, and they'll just let it happen. So, unfortunately, unless uh, the people down there take matters into their own hands, people might be moving out and businesses might shut down downtown because of these groups of false prophets. They do nothing but teach hate. They yell at everyone through megaphones. And claim their God as a God of love. The God that they are following is not a God of love. It's a God of hate. True Christians are against them. People of every faith is against them. The God of Christianity is against them. They spread hate, not love. They spread division, not togetherness. They do the exact opposite of what we're trying to do. They are ruining people's lives. An innocent person was already killed a few years ago because of them. And just how much more are people going to take from these hate mongers disguised as Christians? They're basically low-income Westboro. But remember, try to be there for everyone as you can. You can help those. Do not allow injustice to continue. Do what you can to stop it. Do not spread lies or rumors. And when we all come together, the possibilities are endless.